All right, now that I have gotten my manicure all done, I want to make some matching earrings. So I am going to go ahead and use the same strips. I just barely put away, but let's get some of these excess strips out. Okay, so I'm gonna see if this leftover thumb is a bit big enough to make a circle. Might be a little close. When you cut out your circles, you want to make sure you take off your plastic. So when I was wearing this manicure, this is called Glass Garden, I made some earrings to go along with it. These are the extra strips. I still have more strips. I use extra strips to cut out the circles for my earrings. I had already done my manicure, cut out the circles for my earrings, and I still have leftover strips left that I can use with another manicure as an accent nail to create a mixed mani. So we're going to go ahead and make some red earrings to go with my current manicure. Love this red. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Okay, so I have chosen this earring blank. There are some that are just round circles. This one has a little extra wire piece with it, kind of a round square. This one was kind of a sharp corner square. This is kind of a round corner square. And then I just got these earring blanks from Amazon. Came with a whole set of different shapes of wire around it, all the round blanks. And they came with the glass to put on top. So first, we're just going to go ahead and see if this piece is enough to cut out a circle. So I've got my circle punch. This is 1/2 inch or 12 millimeters. And so I like to just turn it upside down so I can look exactly to see where I am going to cut that circle from. If your strip is not long enough, you can always so looks like it's not quite enough. Part of this strip goes into the cut part where it's, so this one isn't big enough for this circle. Let's see. My thumbs have grown too long. I used to be able to use the excess from the thumb all the time. But that one's still not big enough. Let's see. And this is this excess from one of my other nails. It was probably my pointer finger. No, maybe it was my ring finger. Maybe a little bit narrow. Sometimes with the earrings, if it's not perfectly round, it's alright because part of the edges are under the glass. So little imperfections are not a deal breaker. But if you do want something perfect, you know, I've got all these extra strips that I can use. But that might just be good enough. Let's see if this one will work for this one. All these nails are a little bit different shaped. So this one looks like it's not quite big enough. All right, so if we're gonna be perfect, then I've got this tool here. This is actually from my Cricut machine. Yeah, I just found out one of the people I work with is the brother of the person who invented the Cricut. Kind of cool, because I love the Cricut machine. All right, so let's just do one of these strips here. That should work just fine. We will just get 2 perfect circles. Okay, I'm going to take off my plastic sheet there. Get close to the edge as possible, so we don't waste any. Okay, and one more circle. Okay. There's my excess. Kind of tore the paper, but I think it cut the circle pretty clean. So now we just need to stick this in there. I'm just going to use this Cricut tool. You could use a pin or some sharp scissors. So I'm just going to go ahead and lift that up. I'm going to bend this paper down just a little bit. That way I can go ahead and place my circle in the blank. Oh, you know, this excess paper is getting in the way. Let's just trim that a little bit. I should fold down that side first, huh? All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this in the circle there. So I've got one edge exposed, and the rest of it still is paper, so that you can position your circle wherever you want, especially if you have something, a design like this, and you want a particular part of the circle to be up and down, then you can easily maneuver it when only one small area of the circle is exposed, has the sticky part exposed. So you can easily just turn that however you want it. So the inside of the circle is just a little bit bigger than a 1/2 inch. So sometimes you want it to more or less centered, and sometimes it takes a little bit to get it centered. And if you're like, oh, I don't like that, then you can lift it up and try again. just a part of that center is exposed. And sometimes I'll even take this and try to fold it on a little bit flatter. So I've got a little more ease of control. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and stick that in there. Get the whole thing in, and I can just press my finger on it, and it will stick that one edge. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. So then I'm going to use my tool. So this is stuck down there. I'm going to use my tool to lift this up and out, to take off the paper. And then I've got the smooth side of the tool that I can start in the center and just go, because you don't want any air bubbles under there. Kind of smooth it down. And even just use your finger to press it down. All right. It's not perfect around the edge, but once you put your glass in there, then it kind of covers up those little imperfections. So let's do our second one. The nice thing with the solid colors, it doesn't really matter which way is up or down. And I will take this part here that's got the edge and fold that part down under. Crease, and you can even put it down here. Use your tool to really crease that edge so you get a better seal. Okay. When I'm working with a pattern, I will try and do the top. Is the part I fold down, the part I want on the top. Then it's easier to kind of maneuver and get it in place exactly where I want it. All right, and then I'm just going to go ahead and stick that down. Make sure that's going to where I want it. Okay. Alright, I need to get my tool under the paper. There we go. I'm going to lift that paper. And I can lift that off. We'll cut here and get my little scraps in. And then I'll use the smooth side of my tool to kind of smooth that down. So we're pushing out any air bubbles. Use my finger to kind of press it down all the way. There's one side that got closer to the edge. You can just use your tool to kind of make sure everything's all pressed down. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to use this E6000. This is it has been used quite a bit. You see, it's been a while since I've used it. The last time I used it, it started squirting out the side. So it's a good idea to have some paper towels here handy. So sometimes this E6000, once you squeeze on the metal, it will continue to come out. So let's see if we can get this to come out here. Starting a little bit old, I might have to get a new one. Sometimes I have to take off this. It's like there's an air bubble there. I don't want that air bubble. Let's see. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. It's had a little on it. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. I can see it's a bit down there. Should have done this first, huh? Great tool has come in handy for a lot of stuff. And I even use it for my Cricut. Okay, let's see if this will work now. Okay, there's some air bubbles coming out. Let's make sure we got all our air bubbles out. Alright. So I'm just gonna push out a little bead here. Go ahead and swipe it onto my glass. Push out a little bead here. It doesn't have to be that big. You gotta kind of move quickly because it does start to kind of get a little crusty on the top. Okay, careful that you don't touch the bead because it will get your fingerprints on it and stuff. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stick this on. Just gently place it on there. And you can kind of see where that bead is. And then you want to go ahead and press it down. And kind of watch and see where the bead is filling in the back so that you can kind of give counter pressure to make sure you get all those air bubbles. Chase them out to the edge. All right. And then we'll quickly get this other one. If you get too much, then you might get some of this glue coming out the top, coming out the edges, and then you just can scrape that off. All right, so I've got that. You can see the bead there. So it kind of filled in here, so I'm going to give counter pressure to fill in the other sides. This is where you definitely don't want an air bubble between your glue and the glass because it will kind of mess up your design. All right, we got our earrings done. Make sure it's all pressed all the way down. And if some does come up, like I said, you just smooth it down. Okay, so now I've got a pair of earrings to match my manicure. All right, well, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day.